working their way down. Here goes Vasur trying his best to hold on and trying to mount an attack on the outside. Here they come, and he's into the wall, and he wrecks, and it's not going to matter because Tribble's going to cross the line, and he's going to be your winner. Hello there, race fans, and welcome once again to the North American Fantasy ARCA Series. Here we are at the halfway point here, Season 1, round number 14 at the Milwaukee Mile. Boy, this place is kind of tricky, a bit unforgiving here. It's a beautiful day out here, though. 78-degree air temperature, winds 2 miles an hour. Track temperature is 118 degrees. And the guys and ladies and gentlemen are going to have their hands full out there today. This 1 mile facility is nice and flat. That turning radius is somewhat tight there. You know, it's flat like New Hampshire, but you don't have nearly as much room to work with, that is. And so it'll definitely be interesting to see how they navigate this course here this afternoon. As always, we appreciate you joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you'll know each time we go live. And before we head on down to the track, let's take a quick look at the point standings here. And boy, things are getting a little tight there at the top. Patrick Hernandez did jump into the lead following that race where Josh Bearden wasn't able to make it. And so he's got a very slight lead over the 6 car there. Aaron Tribble's also starting to get a little closer there. And, not a whole lot closer, but he's like about 100 points away. So, but anything is better than nothing. Of course, Dennis Weeks there 4th, Kyle Hall 5th, Sam Barnes 6th, Rocky Tittle 7th. These positions are still haven't changed. Nick Holland has moved up 3 positions into the top 10, into that 8th position. Owen Kaufman and Andrew Brown have both dropped a position. Brown now on the bubble there in that final top 10 position. Let's go ahead and head on down to the track here. Let's see, we have not a whole lot of time left, a couple of minutes here. Let's see who's out on track here. There's Michael Chappell. He's currently second fastest. Now, I've been seeing a couple of folks blinking here and there. I can't imagine everybody's having computer problems, but I'm wondering if maybe it's the server. I don't know. But I have seen 2 or 3 cars out there blinking quite a bit. And there's Chappell. You see him, he's blinking a bit there. There's the 74 on Brian Branham. Currently 3rd fastest. He's chasing the 36 of Casey Marshall right there. She's 8th fastest at the moment. Here's the 29 of Lawrence Noel right there. 13th quickest. And Marty Roberts, he's 14th fastest. Here's the sixth machine of Josh Bearden. He's sixth fastest at the moment. Here's I believe this is probably a new member to the group here, Gabriel Alejandro Cantu, and on the pole. Well, not on the pole, but he's clearly fastest in the practice session here, and practice has just wound down. So we're going to go ahead and roll over to the server here, the qualifying server. They have 5 laps to go here. Now, it's private qualifying, so all the cars are entering the track at the same time, and of course we'll try to follow the action here, and we're going to put up the timing and scoring so we can see as times come onto the board. Really hugging that, getting really close to that rumble strip. Looks like one big sausage curve, those curves you see in Formula One a lot, especially turns 3 and 4 there. Making his way down the backstretch, getting ready to start his first timed run. He may have been the first car out, too. Looks like he's on the pole at the moment. I'm going to restart that timing and scoring there. It looks like those numbers are kind of bunched up. We're going to reload that for you here. And as always, we want to say hello to the folks in the chat, and we have a bit of sad news here. One of our contestants, Jose Acosta, will not be racing with us today, and because having some deaths in the family, or rather the anniversary of some deaths in the family, a couple of his grandparents, and so it's kind of a rough weekend for Jose there, and I just want to send out our condolences and best wishes, and I believe he'll be coming out with a different paint here in the very near future here to commemorate these great people in his life and his family. And it looks like qualifying's looks like just about everybody that's going to qualify has qualified. Casey, she's still on track. Has yet to post a time. She still has over a minute or so to get there. Coming down to post her first time lap here. It looks like she will be 14th fastest with that 32.166, trying to improve on that 14th position. You can see how tricky it is getting around this flat oval. I mean, there's just nothing to help you get around this track, and she really has to get out of it there to avoid hitting the wall. So the lap will count, but of course it won't be an improvement on her time. But man, this track is really giving them all they can handle here. And I believe she may be the last person out. Looks like everybody else has put down their times that they're going to put down. So that will be it. Just waiting for the clock to count down, and they'll either go ahead and roll it over to the race session, or just let it count down on its own here. It's a fairly low altitude for this track as well, only 713 feet above sea level in the city of West Allis. That air temperature is now 79 degrees. Track temperature still. Track temperature has dropped. Now we've moved. That's what will happen. In the online racing, when you move from session to session, the weather will be variable and it will change. But sometimes it changes quite a bit. You see that track temperature now dropped down to 104 degrees, so it's a bit cooler than before. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out here. And as they're getting ready to roll off here, let's go ahead and take a look at your starting grid here. Gabriel Cantu on the pole, Brian Branham, Cole Grimes third, Josh Bearden fourth, Patrick Hernandez in fifth, Aaron Tribble sixth, Dennis Weeks seventh, Marty Roberts eighth, Patrick Hasty starting ninth position, Kyle Hall rounds out the top 10, Lawrence Noel starting 11th and 12th. We have Cody Strom. In 13th position, we have Michael Chappell. Casey Marshall is 14th position. And Josh Warner will be starting shotgun on the field in 15th position. Waiting for the pace truck to roll off, and there he goes. Okay, making their way around now. Looks like they're going to have. There's the pace truck. He shoots right in, and we're green. We're racing here at the Milwaukee Mile. Cantu leads them down into turn one. Brian Branham is right there. Boy, he's right on his tail. Almost a traffic jam going into turns 1 and 2 there. Boy, they were stacked up big time. Still a pretty tight field behind Cantu there. Branham, he's being challenged by Josh Bearden pretty heavily there, trying to put a lot of pressure there on the 74 car. Bearden trying to get down on the inside. It's going to be interesting to see what's the better passing lane here, a high line or low line. He did get inside Branham, but Branham had the better momentum off the corner. And right behind Bearden, there's Patrick Hernandez. He just took the championship lead last week, and definitely wants to try to hold on to that wherever Bearden finishes. You know he's going to want to be right there. We've got a caution here on lap 3. Let's see who that was. Looks like that was that might have been Chappell here. He's still rolling. We'll take a look at that and see what happened to him there. Might have been just a spin. Let's see, there he is. He's way out of the groove there. and that's probably what got him going around. And looks like, oh, you know, he might have had a little help there. Yeah, it looks like the 99 did get just a little bit of a help, a little bit of assistance turning around there, and but you know, that momentum that you have off of that corner is really going to push you up there, and looks like he didn't hit anything or anybody, so he should be okay. So that's always good to see. That will bunch the field up once again. Patrick Hasty came in for a pit stop. Oh, he overshot his pit. And not sure. It looked like he might have just maybe got some fuel or something, I guess. But didn't look like he changed any tires or anything. Meanwhile, Cantu, he's your leader. The lights are out on the pace truck, so we'll be going green next time around. The next caution, I think we'll try to grab the league owner there, Josh Bearden, and get a rundown on how this setup is here today, how he thinks this thing's going to work at this track here. Making our way out of turn 2, getting ready for the restart. So he had a spin, and fortunately no damage to anyone really, and we're all still running here. 15 cars on track today. Like I thought the lights were out on the pace truck, but you're going to get one more lap of green. I mean, one more lap of caution here. He is laying back a bit from the pace truck. I don't see the lights flashing on it, so hopefully it will be going green this time around. It'll be lap 8 on the restart, 200 laps. And boy, if they stay green, those 200 laps will click off really fast. This short 1 mile facility here. Pace truck is in.
Green flag, green
and
flag.
We got the green, and we're racing once again. Cantu with another good restart there. Branham and Bearden and Hernandez right there. Riding on board with Patrick Hernandez. Hernandez looking to take a run on the 6 here, going to turns 1 and 2. I'm not sure if you classify Milwaukee as a short track or not. I mean, it is a mile in length, so. But sometimes it almost seems like it drives as a short track a little bit. And everybody's getting strung out pretty good here. Well, Cantor, he has opened up a 1.2 second lead over Branham. I'm sorry, 0.7 second. Bearden is 1.2 back. I was looking at Bearden's time there. Brian Branham, he's definitely got his hands full with Josh Bearden and company right behind him. Bearden riding that curve just a little bit, trying to get a run on the 74 car there. Starting to put a little bit of distance between himself and Patrick Hernandez. Further back is Cole Grimes. He's running in the 5th spot, followed by Dennis Leeds. Further back after that is Aaron Triple, who's 3rd in the standings. Got a bit of work to do to catch up to Bearden and Hernandez. Definitely don't want to lose ground. He's 100 points behind Bearden, I believe, and so definitely would love to finish ahead of the 6th car to try to close that gap just a little bit here. He's got Josh Warner right behind him. Starting to close in on the 88 car there. Casey Marshall not far behind Josh Warner there. Almost got some wheel spin there, almost got it turned around there. These drivers are really wrestling with these cars, getting up through these turns. There's Marty Roberts behind Marshall there, followed by Michael Chappell. Chappell had that spin, but he's back up to the 11th position. Good to see that. He's followed by the 87 Kyle Hall, taking a really wide line through that turn. May have had to do that to gather that car up. There's the 26. Looks like Cody Strom is going to drive under a Hall there, coming out of turn 2. Strom now to take over that 12th spot. Now he's going to, looks like he's going to drive under the Chappell as well. The 99 of Michael Chappell. Cody Strom on the move.
Caution.
Oh, we do have a caution
save
here.
Save your stuff, save a little fuel.
And that was, looks like that was Branham from what I think we're seeing here. Oh, yeah, there he is. Waiting for the field to go by. Oh, I think that was Noel. Just did get by. And that was another spin there. Let's take a look at this one here on the replay and see what we have. There he is going through the turn there. That is that's Bearden right behind him. You know, he's been trying to make that move and Oh, and he just does get into the 74 there. Just wasn't any room to get through on the inside there and gets him turned around. And that's where we are now. Let's take it back live here. And that puts Branham at the back of the pack here. Got Josh Bearden on pit road, also followed by Aaron Tribble. He's also coming in. It's like Michael Chappell's making his way in. He was starting to come up through the field there a little bit. Patrick Hasty also coming in. So only 4 cars pitted this time around. These are the first cars to come in. Second time for Hasty, actually, to pit. This is his second time into the pits. Tribble's on his way out. There's Michael Chappell. He's on his way out, followed by Hasty still there. Okay, he's still sitting there. Not sure what he, I mean, obviously looked like he probably overshot. That was a pretty long stop there, 31.9 seconds. And but he looks like he is going to manage to get out in time to not go a lap down. Field's probably going by at least maybe one or two more times before we go green again. Now we've got Cantu is your leader, followed by Patrick Hernandez. Dennis Weeks in third, Cole Grimes fourth. There's Josh Warner in fifth position. Casey Marshall's up to sixth spot. And those guys that pitted now, of course, they're back at the back now. Branham, Aaron Tribble is back there. There's Josh Beard. See if we can hop on board with Beard here for a second. Get a shout at him real quick before we go green again. Find him in the chat here. Hey, Josh, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up, Tony?
How you doing, man? Boy, this track is a bit of a handful today, isn't it?
Yeah, we're having some issues with race control and drivers today, but we got some things to talk about after the race. I actually do need to talk to you and the other drivers after the race too, so if you could please stay after you're done with the broadcast, I'd appreciate that.
10-4, man. Well, I think you're getting ready to go green. I'll put you back down to the channel, and good luck. We'll talk to you later on.
Yeah, thank you, Tony. Talk to you later, man.
Okay, folks. Yeah, this track definitely does not take any prisoners here, and really got to stay on your toes here. They're getting lined up now, and I believe they're going to, let's go back up here to the roof cam Cantu. I believe the lights are out on the pace truck. He should be going in this time around. I believe it'll be this restart will be lap 23. There he is. They had those pace cars, the pace truck, they pull off at the absolute last moment. We restarted here lap 23 here at the Monster Mile. I'm sorry, not the Monster Mile, the Milwaukee Mile. And one thing I saw here in the chat here now, one thing about Gabriel, he's a substitute driver, and he is driving. I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the show, Joe Acosta could not race here today, because of some personal business there, with his the memories of his grandparents, and he got Gabriel to race for him in his place. Give a shout out to Jose Costa says he's watching from Puerto Rico. Glad you could tune in for the race. And Gabriel looks like he's taking care of business so far. He's opening up that got 1.2 second gap now over the rest of the field. So definitely taking care of business here. Second place Patrick Hernandez. He's battling there with Dennis Weeks for that second spot. Every time you hear him come off of that corner, you can just hear those tires, just get just a little bit of wheel spin. It's almost like you're tiptoeing around this track, almost like you're skating on racing on ice or something. Hernandez, he now has well over a half a second lead over third place Dennis Weeks. And that's definitely a position he wants to be in to maintain that points lead over former championship leader Josh Beard, who's now actually looks like he's back there in fifth spot. Starting to make his way back up to the front there. I think it's getting a little tight there behind Bearden. As Casey Marshall is in a battle there with Ryan Branham. Working on trying to get around that 74 car. Well, Branham, he caught a little bit of curve there that time coming off of 4. But I tell you, the harder you push to try to stay in front of somebody, you open that window of a possible error. If you get too close to that I can't even call it a rumble strip. It just really looks like a speed bump. Even though they're like sausage curves, and but they really can upset the car. Now that's a rumble strip right there. Turns 1 and 2 a little different. Different challenges at both ends of the track here. It looked like Marshall should grab that wall just a little bit. Well, I tell you, that wall can really just suck you in there. Trying hard to catch the 74. Careful not to spin it out herself. Behind her, Aaron Tribble, he's now up, getting closer to Casey Marshall there. Hernandez and Bearden, they're running second and fourth respectively, and those are the two guys that I guess you could say he's chasing, trying to gain points on. Right now, he's on the wrong side as far as the points are concerned. Trying to gain on them, he needs to have those two cars behind him. The going might be a little rough here today at Milwaukee. Into that throttle onto the front stretch, trying to make a move now on Marshall. Here they go down to turn 1. I think he's going to have a better position here. And we'll see what happens here. Marshall on that outside. Looks like Triple's going to move up to that 7th position. A little further back, there's Kyle Hall. And he's back to 9th place now. Now he's trying to move in on the 36. Casey Marshall got a little loose coming off of that turn. She might lose another position here. Casey Marshall trying to fight back on the inside. Hall got a run on her a little bit, but no, she's going to fight back. He couldn't make that pass through the turn. Casey holds on to that 8th spot. Field's starting to stretch out a bit now in a couple of different groups here. And now Casey's the one that runs wide that time, opens the door for Cole Grimes there in the 4 car. Looks like Cole going to drive under the 36 there. Continue to battle it out. There's Josh Beard still in 4th position. Still over about a half second behind Patrick Hernandez, trying to close in on that 2 car. Weeks is a good 3 seconds down the road. And they both got, they've got a good gap between them and Brian Branham. Who just now cracked that 1 second barrier, just about 9/10. Now it's back up to 1.1 behind Beard. You can gain it in a turn and then, gain it on the straight, but then lose it in the turn. Gabriel Cantu is cruising along here. Lap 39 to 200. 2.2 seconds ahead of Dennis Weeks. Weeks himself is doing pretty good. He's 3.1 seconds ahead of Patrick Hernandez. So he's got a pretty good lock on second place at the moment. There's Patrick Hernandez. Now he's got Josh Beard in the tow there. Brian Branham is making his way back up to the front there. Looks like Hernandez run a little wide there, opening the door for Bearden on the inside. It's going to be interesting to see who has the better line going into turn 1. Looks like he's going to give up that position to the 6 car. He's going to tuck in behind. Pushing up just a little bit. You can see the different lines they were taking going into that turn. At that particular time, Hernandez was able to keep the 74 car back there. Now he's getting pinched down just a little bit as they come off of that corner. Branham fighting hard to get around the 2. He just about got it. Looks like he does have it. No, not quite. Oh, they're close there, super close. Wow. Branham finally gets that 4th spot. bit of a tight battle going on here. And Aaron Tribble, he's got up into the top 5 here. He's also gotten around Hernandez. Each position, the closer he can get to the front there, some more chance of him catching that 6 car. Now he's trying to deal with the 74 Branham here. Now we're 45 laps in of this 200 lap event. Look a little further back in the field. There's Patrick Hasty. Got a 3-car battle going on right there. Hasty battling with Josh Warner there. Warner in the 8 machine. And they're battling with the 4 Cole Grimes. All trying to get that 7th position. Looks like Hasty got around Josh Warner there, now focusing on the 4 machine. While up the front, there's Dennis Weeks. Now he's got, that's Chappell right in front of him, I believe. Can't see Chappell yet. There he is up at the top of the picture there. He's about 6 seconds down the road from Weeks. Still running in 2nd position, for a good 4 seconds behind Cantu. Josh Beard now, he's starting to just over a half second behind Weeks there. Okay, got car on pit road, Cody Strong. Green flag pit stop here. The 26 car. Linking just a little bit. Got the right sides on. It's going to be a 4-tire stop. We'll lose a lap in the process. Let's see, this was that was his first time in the pits as well. Cantu, the Cantu and Weeks have not stopped yet. Branham has not stopped yet either. Neither has Hernandez and Grimes. So we'll see what happens when they come into the pits. When they eventually have their might be a green flag pit stop. Right now, Strom is hoping that it will, so that it can at least cycle around and hopefully get back on that lead lap. He would be in the lucky dog position at this moment. Back up at the front here, there's Josh Beard closing in on Dennis Weeks. Each lap now less than half a second behind. He's doing everything he can to keep that 6 car behind him. He's getting really close to driving under the 97 there. Looks like he's going to make that pass count as he crossed the line. Now he moves into second position. Josh Bearden on the move here. Oops, excuse me. And now they are starting to say he was starting to close down that gap between him and the leader, but it keeps fluctuating between 4.7, 4.8 seconds. Gap is now coming down a bit now, 4.3 seconds. Bearden has stopped it once. He stopped on lap 19 for that first caution. So far, that's the only caution that we do have. So far, we got 57 laps in. One leader, no lead changes. Just that one caution. Now down in the 3.9 seconds from Cantu. Those tires got to be getting pretty old now. Here on lap 58 and has yet to stop even once yet. Definitely showing some longevity there. That's Noel right behind him. He's not on the lead lap. It's like he's 2 laps down. Josh Bearden is now back up to a 4-second gap. Just to catch a glimpse of him as Cantu was going to turn 1. You could see Bearden was coming out of turn 4. So he is really keeping the pace up, a very, very fast pace here. Very difficult to catch the 42. Clean road right in front of him. We can't see it down there. There is that's actually what Jose Acosta was talking about there. You can see there's a paint job on the hood there in reference to his family members representing them here today. Makes you wonder, wow, just how far can Cantu go on that set of tires? I mean, he is really, really hammering away these laps. And here he is. There's Josh Bearden right there now going into turns 3 and 4. Josh, he did pit on lap 19. despite having tires that are considerably fresher, still unable to really close that gap on the 42 machine. And back in third, there's Dennis Weeks now. He's starting to get a bit of pressure there from Brian Branham. That's Tribble right back behind Branham there. Racing their way now through turns 3 and 4. Now Dennis Weeks loses that position to Branham. Branham up to third spot. There's Aaron Tribble. He's going to try to do the same thing, find a way around that 97 car. Now 65 laps in the books. Getting a little closer to the halfway mark here. Looking a little further back in the field, there's Patrick Hernandez. He's fallen all the way back to 7th position. As Patrick Hasty having a good run, and Patrick he had a long day today. There'll be another broadcast coming up very shortly. Not a live broadcast. There'll be another presentation here from our Rice Motorsports TV of another event that actually we both were in, and yeah, boy, that was a long race, and so. This is almost like you see some of those guys do like the Indy 500 and the Coca-Cola 600 or something like that, pulling the double on the same day. That's what Patrick is doing here today. By all accounts, so far, not having a bad day at all, really. Currently running in 6th position. Trying to keep Hernandez behind him. Hernandez keeps fluctuating between 0.6, 0.7 seconds at the moment. Trying to maintain pressure on the 28 car here. Let's a little further back in the field. There's Josh Warner. He's now in 9th position. Running free and clear at the moment. Behind him is Casey Marshall. Also no pressure from behind as well. Actually, she has the leader, Cantu, just over 4 seconds behind her. So Marty Roberts, the 56 car, right now would be the lucky dog. If Cantu does catch the 36 car here, then she'll be the lucky dog.
Yellow, yellow.
Oh, and we have a caution, so she won't have to worry about that. Looks like Noel was involved there. He is sitting stationary on the track. Looks like he might have decided to tow in. Yeah, I don't know. He's just towing into the pits. He might have. The car doesn't look that damaged. Might have decided, had enough fun for one day. We'll see what happens because that's going to take a few minutes for the tow to happen there. So now caution here, lap 71. see if we can grab Patrick Hasty here. And they go around and catch up to the pack here. Let's see, he's in the server here. There he is there. Moving up to the broadcast booth with us here. Hey, Patrick, Tony in the booth, you got a copy? Mic check. Patrick, you got a copy on us?
Yes, sir. I got you.
10-4. Man, how you feeling? I was telling the folks you've had a long day today, and they'll find out about that later on. But boy, I tell you, it's you'll be. I know you enjoy racing, but oh boy, a bit of a pile up there. But
yeah, while I was listening to you, there was a pile up at the end of pit lane there.
Yeah, I know. We were just looking at it. I was like, good grief, because it does kind of funnel down. That's a weird pit exit, and you guys ran out of room real quick. But man, I tell you, how's the car handling out there? That track seems like a bit of a handful there.
It is definitely a handful. I've never driven here before. I actually bought this track right before the race, and I'm just kind of learning on the go here. I think I could maybe squeeze out a top 5 today, but I don't think I have the speed that some of those other guys have up there.
10-4. Does it seem like is it more of a tire? Does it eat the tires up, or is it more of a fuel deal, you think, today?
I think it's definitely tires. As the run goes on, you're just fighting for that drive off of the turns. They get slick and they get tight. You know how these things get. So yeah. I think it's definitely tires today. You're off throttle a lot, so fuel's really not much of an issue.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, because we see a lot of folks really negotiating those turns, and having to feather that throttle. But I tell you, man, anybody want to give a shout out to?
Well, I hear a crying baby in the background, so definitely my wife right now.
10-4, man. Well, oh yeah, and congratulations on that. And yeah, well, I'm gonna put you back down to. I think you were in driver's lounge number 2, and.
Yes, sir. That's where I was. It's good to hear from you. It's been a long time, man. I haven't heard you since this morning in the 500.
Yeah, I tell you, boy, and that's what I was telling the folks, man. You had a long day this morning, and another 200 lap event tonight, man. And I think you'll have all the racing that you want to have once this event is over, huh?
Yeah, well, I work in a school system, and we got kids coming back to us tomorrow, so I'm trying to get it all in now while I can before they come back to us.
There you go, man. Well, good luck with that also, man. And I'm going to put you back down to the channel, and good luck. We'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir. Nice talking to you.
Okay, folks, that's Patrick Hasty getting ready to go back to work here in more ways than one. As you heard him, got the kids getting ready for school as well, and he's getting ready to go back to school here. He's learning this track, so he's kind of in school as well, trying to learn this track, learn on the go. Let's see if they're getting ready to go green. I think they might go green the next time around. Everybody's forming up now. Cantu, I believe he's been your leader ever since the start of the race. So really been very dominant performance here today. 75 laps in the books, 2 cautions, only that 1 lead, no lead changes whatsoever. Looked like somebody got around there, so getting a wave around it, trying to get the field organized here. I think that might have been, yeah, that was Michael Chappell, and he's making his way around. And
green flag, all go.
Oh, and that's actually green flag. He was late going. Wow, so they actually were getting ready to go, and he should have been already come around to the back of the field. Now he's only at the tail. He's at the tail end. He's still showing 2 laps down now. And you can see on the track map, he's crossing the start-finish line. Here's the leader coming out of 4. So, boy, he's going to have to pedal hard to keep from going another lap down. He should have, the lap he got back, he might lose it again. Because we know that Gabriel Cantor here, boy, he can go a long ways. He had that, he just stopped.
Caution. Save.
Oh, another
Save.
caution.
Save. Oh, was your car?
Everybody pitted that, well, most of the leaders, pitted on lap 71. So he can go, good grief, a good little distance here. He might go to the end on this. You never know, because he didn't seem like he was showing any signs of stopping. And I tell you, that looked like that was Tribble. And I wonder if that was a spin. Looks like Tribble is coming into pit road here. And now he's on pit road there. Let's go ahead and look at the replay here, see if we can see what happened. And there's Tribble. He's in front of Branham right there. Oh, and I think they got close together there. Yeah, him in the 74. There's no way he could really close the door in the 74 there. That he was already pretty much beside the 88. And so, yeah, just tried to close that door a little bit too late. And looks like he managed to just barely keep it off the wall. Didn't really make any real contact there. And now what is going on here? This is not sure what's going on here. Let's go. Kyle Hall, he's on pit road. Okay, I thought we saw Cody Strom there up against the wall. Not sure what happened to him. Is he out? Did he? Looks like he put it behind the wall. Not sure. Let's run that. Let's look at that because we were just finishing looking at Tribble, and let's rewind it a little bit so we can see. Maybe we can catch what happened there, and we'll slow it down here. Try to see if we can. There's Strom right there. Yeah. But he's going to catch up to the pack. Now this is under caution here, and looks like he's catching up to the field. It's interesting to see what happened here. They're making their way down to turn 3. Oh, an 80, looks like the 87. Now he got really close. Boy, the 87 is super close. What in the world? He got back there. Let's run that back a little bit here. Not sure what was going on there. Let's slow that down. The 87, Kyle Hall, he looked like he's trying to slow down. And I don't know, it looks like they're all caught up with the pack. And I don't know it. Oh, I don't know. That's not sure what happened there. Maybe he was deciding to pit at the last moment and kind of misjudged the timing there. Let's take it back live here. And Kyle Hall is he's on pit road at the moment. Branham, he's now on pit road as well. Probably going to get 4 tires and fuel. I think Chappell, there's Chappell. He's rolling along now in 9th position. Branham's down in the way. He's on 10th place there. So Hall, he remains on pit road. And meanwhile, there's your leader, Gabriel Cantu, I believe they're getting ready to go green once again. Let's look and see if that pace truck pulls in here. And no, it does wait till the last minute to pull in, but they look like they're going to have one more lap here as well. Now the field goes by. As they're going by, there's Kyle Hall. He's still sitting on pit road. He's been there for 72 seconds now, so maybe serving some type of a penalty. Hall now 2 laps down. Only showing 3 retirements. Warner, Strom, and Cody Strom. He did put the car behind the wall. And Aaron Tribble is also retired. So that is definitely going to hurt Tribble there for sure. Points-wise, trying to keep up with Hernandez and Bearden. Strom was 3 laps down. Noel was 4 laps down. He'll be making up those positions as long as he can stay on track and keep going in this race. And we got the green flag here. Lap 83. We're racing once again. That was a little bit of a strange interchange there, but now it's Patrick Hernandez back up to second position. And he did get around Dennis Weeks. The question will be now, they all have fresh Goodyears on, you know. Is he going to be able to keep the 97 car back there? Weeks will probably be pushing the 2 car pretty hard. Right behind Weeks is Patrick Hasty there in 4th position. Having a great run out here, doing the double here today. He had a 200-mile race at Indy this morning. Yours truly was also part of that. That wasn't a live broadcast, and we will bring that to you here on Rice Motorsports TV in its entirety. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you know each time we go live or whenever we add new content to the channel. He's now getting ever closer to the 2 car. Josh Beard, he's back to 5th spot for them. We've got Cole Grimes right in front of him. Grimes, he's working on Patrick Hasty for that 4th spot. See if he can get around that 28 car. Very close to that outside wall. Right behind him, there's Beard, and right behind Beard is Brian Branham. Trying to keep touch with Beard and Grimes and Hasty there. Casey Marshall, she's about 1.7 seconds behind. Currently running in 8th position. She's got Marty Roberts behind her. Roberts challenging for that spot. Just under half a second behind Casey. Been able to keep that 36 car out of trouble here so far. the front there. Patrick Hernandez, he continues to battle with Dennis Weeks. He can see Cantu in front of him. He's still a couple of seconds down the road. That gap not as only half as big as it was on previous laps. Now only 2 seconds. Matter of fact, he keeps flirting with going below that 2-second gap. And this week's pushing him every step of the way. In fact, he's right between 1 and 2 tenths, right behind there, behind Hernandez. They're very smooth coming off the corner. And some of the guys, been hearing a little bit of wheel spin, having to react with the throttle lift slightly, but Hernandez and Weeks very good throttle control there. So we're out on board with Weeks here. Also very smooth. Looks like he'll try to get a run on Hernandez here. I think he's going to get him. Yes, he does. And Hernandez, he doesn't even fight too hard on that one. He just lets the 97 right on by. Sometimes it's actually quicker. If the guy is quicker than you, it's better to just let him on by so you don't lose time battling with him. And then end up having somebody else catch you. And speaking of somebody else catch you, there's Patrick Hasty right there. He's coming up on the 2 machine of Patrick Hernandez. Trying to see if he can work his way up into that 3rd spot. Patrick also now having a good smooth throttle response as he picks up the throttle coming off the turns. Another truck where, getting in rhythm is going to be a good thing. Despite what all these guys are doing, it's not phasing Gabriel Cantu at the moment. Hasn't phased him all race long. He continues to lead. Now lap 95, only 5 away from the halfway mark. The gap isn't nearly as big as it was before. He's kind of maintaining roughly a 2.5-second gap on the rest of the field. Gabriel substitute for Jose Acosta today. That gap is remaining around 2.5 seconds. Dennis Weeks, he's definitely pulled away from Hernandez and Hasty there. Hernandez and Hasty, they're the ones that are actually doing more battling. Cole Grimes, he's not far behind. I saw somebody's blinking back there. Josh Bearden, and I think that's Brian Branham. Yeah, he's blinking quite a bit there. Bearden will be wanting to get around that car. It looks like he's going to get around it. You don't even see him right this second. There he is now. Boy, that can be very distracting, especially on a tricky track like this. And you definitely don't need a guy blinking in and out right in front of you as you're trying to focus on what you're doing there. And sometimes, guys, when they blink like that, if it happens enough, if they end up losing their connection, and they'll just pop out, and the next thing you know, they may be able to get back in there. Back into the server, but there'll be multiple laps down. Obviously, nothing they can do at that point. And that's just one of the pitfalls of online racing. Sometimes the technology, isn't always perfect, and so you just deal with it just like you deal with anything else. They're trying to close in on that front group. He's getting right there. There's Cole Grimes right in front of him. He's really closed up on that 4 car. Let's ride on board with Grimes here. He's trying to get closer to Hernandez and Hasty. Time's trying to hold on to that 5th spot. Josh Beard not making it easy. Cantu continues to lead. Now the gap back up to 2.5 seconds. Boy, this is getting very fierce fighting here now. Hernandez is fighting hard to keep that position. Hasty's really on the attack. Boy, he got close. I think he almost had to check up there to keep from running into the back of the 2 car. Hernandez doing everything he can to keep that 28 machine behind him. Hasty trying to make a run on the outside here. Let's see how he deals with this. Looks like he might get him on the outside. He really gets close to that wall. Looks like he,
caution,
oh,
caution.
Boy, he got that position
What do you
just
think,
in
bud? You think
time.
you're all right out there?
In fact, looks like Hernandez might have lost another position. No, he's still right behind Hasty there from the looks of it. Okay, that was, they say it's another caution. Couldn't have been Cody Strom because Strom's already gone, so I'm not really sure who that was. Maybe it was Kyle Hall, perhaps. It's not giving me a report exactly who it was that brought out the caution. Let's see. So sometimes it'll interpret something. And let's see. Let's run it back just a little bit. See, was that indeed Hall? Was he sitting there the entire time? I don't. His car is still there, so it's not. Doesn't look like. Let's go ahead and bring it back live here. Anyway, your leader is finally coming in. Wow, Gabriel Cantu finally coming in to get some tires here on lap 104. And it's saying this is the second. Okay, this is the second time. I forgot everybody did come in that one time. I want to say it was like 71, lap 71. So this is only his second time coming in. I'm pretty sure he could have went a lot further. He went ahead and just got those fresh tires on there. And now showing 96 to go. It'll probably be something like 94 laps when we go green, I would think. And if it remains green the whole time, I'm thinking everybody may have to stop at least one more time. Of course, if there's a caution somewhere in there, that will change things, and then that it will eliminate possibly a green flag pit stop. But I'm thinking even Cantu will have to stop at least one more time. We are now on lap 105 of 200. Looks like I believe that's Lawrence Noel. He's up there in front of the lead. No, that's not Noel. I saw there was somebody in front of. Okay, that's Josh Bearden. I thought he was a car that was on the tail end of the lead lap, but he's actually your leader. Let's see. Everybody pitted. Bearden, that was his third time in. Actually, Bearden stayed out. Everybody else pitted on lap 103, the entire field. Everybody who's running, with the exception of Lawrence Noel. Noel stayed out. He last pitted on lap 35. Kyle Hall remains on pit road. Warner, Strom, and Tribble are all retired. So this is going to be interesting here. Makes you wonder if Bearden's got the legs to do this. He last stopped on 72 now, so he's got over 30 laps on those tires already. Trying to get that track position there. Let's see if we can grab him real quick here and see if we can find him here. Where is he? There he is right there. Hey, Josh, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up, Tony?
Hey, man. So you are kind of rolling the dice here, huh? You stayed out to get some track position here?
Yeah, I'm just at this point just trying to see what I can do. This race is just a crapshoot at this point today, so I'm just in it for the long run.
You're probably still thinking you'll probably have to stop at least one more time, though, just because of tire wear, right?
Yeah, I'm going to have to stop at least one more time. Other than that, I think I should be good.
Okay, then, 10-4, man, and we'll wait to see what happens here. Good luck, and we'll talk to you later on.
Yeah, thanks, Tony.
All right, see you. Okay, Josh Bearden rolling the dice here a little bit, and he's got the track position. Now he's going to have to see if he can stay up there. He has been kind of making his way through the field. Now he's clearly at the front. Boy, he's going to have a battle on his hands, though. Cantu is right there, and boy, he has been an absolute beast. Let's see, I think the pace truck might peel off this time. There he goes.
Green flag, green flag.
And we're green once again. Bearden drops the hammer, trying to stay ahead of Cantu. Do his best to keep that 42 back there. Let him deal with Dennis Weeks for a moment. And there's Weeks right on the 42 there. Now they have fresh tires and Bearden does not. I don't know, and he still could possibly be a sitting duck. We'll see here. Cantu easily pulls up to the inside of the 6. He's got around him, and Dennis Week, Josh Bearden might be in a little bit of trouble here. Now Weeks also stopped on lap 103 like the rest of the field. Josh Bearden stopped on lap 72. That was the last time he was on pit road. I don't think there's anybody that would have kept Cantu back there. So it's just pretty much a battle of who's going to be the best of the rest here. As Cantu trying to start to open up that gap now. He's got about a second on Bearden at the moment, trying to pull away. If anything, Bearden might be holding up the rest of the field, trying to stay ahead of the 97. I mean, he's not a lap down, so he definitely can race with them, that's for sure. Doing a pretty darn good job keeping the 97 back there at this moment. Weeks himself is getting under pressure here. There's Patrick Hasty. Boy, he got close to the 97 there. He's going to get him going into turn 1 there, I believe. Hasty, Weeks trying to hold on the outside. Not quite able to make it, I don't believe. No, he does not. Hasty moves up to that 3rd spot. Now he'll try to see if he can make the move on the 6th car. steps out, takes a peek. Is he going to be able to get to the corner? Looks like he is. Pressing the issue through turns 3 and 4. That's going to move Bearden down to 4th position. Yeah, he's definitely in a little bit of trouble here. Now he's back there, Patrick Hernandez. Hernandez looks like he's going to get him as well. Now I believe he's kind of back there where he was, kind of running anyway, you know, and who knows, it might have been better just to go ahead and pit with the rest of the guys and be on those fresh good years like everybody else, but he might lose even more ground here. There's Marty Roberts now. He's taking a crack at the 6 car here. Everybody else is a bit spaced out. Roberts really hugging that line. Boy, they're almost 3 wide. Going into 3 and 4. That's not going to work, folks. Roberts checks up a little bit. Branham, he goes right through. Roberts trying to follow him through. Both trying to get by the 6 car, Josh Bearden. Boy, that was almost disaster right there. There's Roberts, the 56 car, he gets around the 6. Now trying to make a move on Brian Branham there for that 6th position. Cantu has now got over a 3-second lead over Dennis Reeks up the front, so he's back to business as usual up the front there. And Michael Chappell now, he's trying to work on the 6 car. Everybody's eventually kind of getting around the 6, but they're still definitely having to work for it. Bearden having those old tires hasn't exactly been a pushover just to blow by them. Even with those older tires, guys still having to work for that position. Michael Chappell now trying to take his stab at the 6 car. Casey Marshall. She's the last car on the lead lap. And she's a bit behind the guys up in front there. Having a pretty quiet, calm race here today. Running in, got on track. Even if they were to finish like this, she'd still come away with a top 10 finish. Still not bad on any day, regardless of how many cars on track. Top 10's a top 10. Add that to her record book. Noel, he's still running. Kyle Hall is still on pit road. He not showing as retired, but he is still there 40 laps down. So I don't know. Maybe he's just decided to park it and just watch the race, perhaps. But definitely not. I'm looking here in the chat, and maybe something we did miss here. Apparently something happened to Josh Bearden in the pits, but see, the thing about it is if it wasn't on track, then the timing and scoring software isn't going to report it as any kind of an accident or a spin. So I honestly don't know what lap that would have happened on, and we can't really go back to it if we don't have anything to lock into to go back to, no reference to go back to it. But But he did stay out that last time from when we were talking to him, saying that he was just going to try to just roll the dice here and see what happens. Still currently running 8th position. And Chappell's still trying to get around him, and now he's trying to fight back and take that 7th spot from Brian Branham. Okay, so that they're saying that spin happened in the pits when I was interviewing the 28. So yeah, that would just be something we'd have to just go look at it and replay after the race. That would be too far back to go and see exactly what happened. And but by him not pitting, he doesn't appear to have any damage. But by him not pitting that last caution, he stayed out there for that track position, and that may be why he just stayed out. I don't know. We'll have to ask him about that if we get a chance later. That might have been the reason he decided to stay out, perhaps, to make up for something that happened on pit road there. There's Kyle Hall. He's still sitting there. Here's your leader, Gabriel Cantu, 3.5 seconds ahead of second place, Dennis Weeks. Dennis Weeks now coming across the line. He's followed by Patrick Hasty, having a pretty darn good day, running in 3rd spot. Second grueling race of the day for Hasty. That almost sounded like he shut the went into neutral there, trying to save some fuel perhaps. I don't know. I don't think like they're saying, I don't think fuel is the issue. It's more tires than anything. But that looks like what he's trying to do here. Looks like he's definitely trying to play that fuel mileage game here. We were all thinking that they'd probably stop for tires at least one more time. Boy, we saw Cantu, he went, oh my goodness, how many laps was he? Stopped on lap 71. Let's see, Hasty, he stopped on 103. So, theoretically, he could go to the end on fuel. The question would be, would he have the tires under him to do it? And that could... he's trying to make sure at least the fuel part won't be the issue. And of course, as he does this fuel saving, that's also going to allow cars behind him to start to catch up. You can see Hernandez there starting to close in on the 28. Closing rather quickly there. So there's all kinds of cat and mouse games you can play in racing. Not all about being the fastest. Sometimes when you're not the fastest, you have to think of a different way to win. And so Patrick Hasty is definitely playing sort of like a chess game with the guys out here today. And we're going to see what happens here. Now there's Hasty. He's only just over a half second ahead of Hernandez there. Because that could have an interesting consequences if he were to stay out. If this thing went green and he just stayed out, sure, he may have the fuel to make it to the end, but his tires would be so shot versus someone on fresh Goodyears. I don't know. It's just going to be interesting to see what happens if that scenario were to play out here. Because we still have, like I said, we've only got 3 retirements. And I guess you could almost say 4. Kyle Hall remains on pit road. Doesn't look like he's going to be coming out at all anymore, unless he didn't show any damage that he'd have to be in there for a long time. Well, here's Hernandez here. He might be getting ready to make a move on the 28 here as it goes turns 3 and 4. Cole Grimes is going to follow through, also get ahead of Hasty. Whatever plan that Patrick Hasty has, has to be committed to it now, because he's definitely losing ground to the guys in front of him. That's the other thing you have to keep in mind of whatever your strategy is. Sometimes if it's something that's definitely out of sync with the rest of the field, if you decide to do it, once you commit, you really got to ride it out, because it won't be any going back. Unless, of course, now if there's a caution comes out, that would kind of throw a wrench in everything, and would probably at least save you from anything like one lap down or something like that. So you would basically just be up there with everybody else just racing along. So it's always very interesting to see what guys will do to combat the other drivers. Right now, it's also a thing of battling the drivers and also battling the track itself. Maybe even more so battling the track. He's running pretty good there. It's got a lap car behind him. Canto 2.5 seconds ahead of him. There's Cantu right there in front of him. That's what 2.5 seconds looks like. Actually now 2.4 seconds. And now lap 136 at 200. And it's funny because this is almost, it feels like it's playing out the same kind of way the race that Patrick and I were in this morning. And it just comes down to tires. The fuel is not really the issue. It's more the tires than anything. And at least in that race it was, especially at the end of a run, you were really holding on for dear life. We can't wait to bring that one to you. This Weeks, man, dropping a gear there in those turns. Trying to do anything he can. Okay, we're showing, Chappell crashed. There's no caution.
Caution.
And there it is. Okay, finally comes out, and here we go, folks.
You look at your steps for me right there.
Now that's going to change everything here. That is definitely going to change everything. Chappell, he is the only one that went a lap down there. So now that's going to bunch the field up. Here, lap 138. So now that makes it, 139 laps completed, 3 cautions, and still only 1 leader. No lead changes whatsoever. It's Cantu, he comes down now, and I take that back. That's incorrect. Bearden he did lead there momentarily. So we need to update that graphic. He was up at the front, but he did not stay at the front very long. So I was actually 139 complete, 3 cautions, 2 leaders, 1 lead change. And if you really want to be politically correct, let's just say that was 2 lead changes because he led for about a lap or 2 maybe, and then Cantu got right back up there. So yeah, so that he lost it and then got it back again. So we'll just say that it was 2 lead changes there. So everybody comes in now. Let's see. Okay, Hasty. Oh boy, he stayed out. I don't know. He is seriously rolling the dice here. Is he going to come in? Let's see. Yes, he is going to come in. Him and Casey Marshall. Now, I'm not sure why he didn't come in the first time around, because he would have been right up there. Where he was, in that same vicinity, but he stayed out, and now after he pits, he's going to be at the back of the pack. All kinds of. Let's see. Is he still on here? Oh no, Patrick Hasty. Is he retired? It's showing him out. Maybe he decided to. I don't know. Maybe that caution might have just done in his strategy, and he knew he wasn't going to be able to do anything. I don't know. That might be what happened there, folks, on why he just decided to say that's it. There's Noel. He's heading back on out. So, Cantu, once again, your leader. He's got Dennis Weeks right behind him there. They're all caught up now. Patrick Hernandez in that 3rd spot. Everybody's got everybody in the race now. Let's see. Has fresh Goodyears. Hernandez, Cole Grimes in 4th, and Branham there in 5th place. Josh Beard now has fresh tires like everybody else. He's in 6th. They got less than 60 laps to go. Marty Roberts, Casey Marshall, she's the only one that pitted on lap 140. Everybody else pitted on lap 139. Let's try to grab Casey here real quick, and let's see where she is. Hey, Casey, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Hey, how are things going out there for you today?
Oh, that last caution really messed me up.
Oh, wow.
I was 4 laps in the green while no other people who don't run it as hard as I was not going to make that fuel run.
Right. So it was more like a fuel strategy for you because, we were talking about Patrick Hasty. He was in fuel saving mode from what we could see and hear, and it looks like he retired. He just stopped and got out the car from the looks of it.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. I'm going to pretty much full send but not eat up my tires now because I want a good finish.
Yeah, 10-4. Right now you're showing 8th, and there's only 8 cars on the lead lap. So basically, definitely can get a top 10 here. So basically, you were more concerned about the fuel than the tires.
Oh yeah, I was at 93% tires when I came in. I was fine on tires. I was in fuel and tire saving mode and ready for that 100 lap run.
Yeah, 10-4. So, like you said, now to just kind of buckle down and do what you can there. And good luck. I'm just getting ready to go green here.
Flag.
We'll talk to you later.
All right, talk to you later. Bye.
There she is back at work, Casey Marshall. Currently 7th position. Got Josh Beard right in front of her. Ryan Branham. Trying to make a move now into 6th. Just figures, well, don't have anything to lose now. She's probably thinking of, she said, thinking of doing that, playing a fuel strategy card, but like I said before, you know, all those types of plans. Beard manages to get back in front of Marshall, Marty Roberts. Yeah, that's a little bit of a mystery there, and folks in the chat there, you know, thinking maybe it was just a connection, but we did see him pull into pit road, and I hadn't seen him. We're talking about Patrick Hasty. We didn't see him blink at all while on track, and he pulled into pit road, and all of a sudden he was gone. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of that one. Meanwhile, Gabriel Cantu trying to open up a gap once again. There's Patrick Hernandez trying to keep that from happening. Just over 50 laps to go, so no one is really going to have the luxury of just laying back now. And, you know, it's not a fuel thing, and probably won't be a tire thing either. Now, maybe if they can push Canto to use those Goodyears more, we'll see what happens. There may have been some other folks been driving conservatively. So we'll have to wait and see here. But that gap is less than a second now, 0.7 of a second. It's not exact. It's kind of now. It's 0.8. So I think Hernandez is going to try to put as much pressure on Cantu for as long as he can, and see if we can get that 42 car to crack. I tell you, he's been a machine out there. And I tell you, if there were another caution, there's plenty of time for another caution. Another caution would probably mean folks will even go and get another set of tires. I think they only have 4 sets now. Everybody stopped 3 times. Let's see, Branham stopped 4 times. Bearden stopped 4 times. Now, I don't know if they took tires each of those times. I'm thinking they probably did. Chapel, he stopped 4 times. And Hasty, he has stopped 5. Now, Hasty, that last time when he went into the pits, it was saying it was his 5th time. Of course, he's out now anyway. But he wouldn't have had any more tires. Anyway, he did have 1 set. He said he stayed out 1 time, so I don't know if he had actually had a set of tires left or not. I believe they only had 4 sets to work with. Dennis Weeks, he's starting to work now on the 2 car as well. Trying to stay ahead of Cole Grimes there. See Branham there challenging the 4 car. Weeks trying to close in on the 2. Cantu now got that lead up over 1.1 seconds. They'll try as they might, they just cannot mount any kind of pressure on the 42 car. It's not that for a lack of trying, that's for sure. Speaking of pressure, wow, look at the 74 Brian Branham all over the back of Dennis Weeks. He's the one under some serious pressure now. The 74 taking a peek on the outside. Is this going to work? Going into turn 3. Doesn't quite look like it. Cole Grimes was far enough behind though, so Branham didn't lose a position taking that wide line through the turn there. Further back, there's Josh Bearden back in 6th position. And His main competitor as far as the championship standings, Hernandez, is running in second. So he's probably like in damage control mode now, just try to salvage what he can out of this race. Not able really to close in on the guys in front, namely Weeks and Hernandez. And looks like Dennis Weeks, he does get around Patrick Hernandez for that second spot. Branham's still right there. Question is, boy, can he run down that 42 car? We're now on lap 157 to 200. Laps are running out here, folks. Cantu just about at a 2-second gap over the 97 car. Now that gap is 2.3 seconds. And we've heard some other guys downshifting into turns as well, but Cantu is obviously getting a better performance out of that style of driving and how to handle this track here. He's staying ahead of Patrick Hernandez. Hernandez trying to not lose ground, any more ground. There's Branham on the inside now. He might be into trouble here, lose that third spot. Branham's just about got it. He does have it. Oh, they're going to get close there. Hernandez does get back under, did the over-under there. Branham went in hot and went in a little too hot, and knew Hernandez knew he was going to push up from that maneuver. Was able to drive right back through. And now Branham, he's fallen back into the clutches of Cole Grimes there. There's Bearden behind. Casey Marshall's back there, still running 7th. Marty Roberts is behind her. He's in 8th position. He's the last car on the lead lap. There's Cantu. See where he is compared to Weeks there. Weeks. And there's Hernandez. There's Branham. Josh Beard now trying to mount an attack on the floor. Cole Grimes trying to claw back in the position here and there. Actually, he's got a little bit of gap there now between him and Patrick Hernandez. A little bit of breathing room. Well over half a second. Hernandez can't quite get rid of Brian Branham there, though. Branham only 3/10 behind. All right, they're getting close there. Cole Grimes, he's opened up that gap once again to Bearden. 8/10 of a second. Like Marty Roberts, he's making a green flag pit stop here. Bringing the 56 machine in here on lap 167. And let's see. That's interesting because it showed him back there near pit entrance. He stopped, and I think Roberts, he has decided to put it behind the wall. Marty Roberts has had enough, and so now we have that makes our fifth retirement, and that leaves Chappell. He is now the last car running on track. He's only one lap down in 8th position. I take that back. Noel, there's actually 9 cars running. Noel is still out on track as well. Lawrence Noel. He needs to turn about 3 more laps, and he'll catch up with Marty Roberts and pass him, pick up that 9th position. Lawrence Noel having a pretty quiet day. He's definitely been one of the slowest guys out there, but he has outlasted several folks here today. So, like I say, it's not always about being the fastest. You got to be there at the end, whether it's for the win or not. And he's maintaining best he can and keep on digging. There goes your leader, just blew right on by. And so Noel, he has passed Roberts. He's 4 laps down, but he has moved up to that 9th position. Ahead of him, Cantu. I tell you, he's firmly in that lead. And he's 3 seconds ahead of Patrick Hernandez, who once again has moved ahead of Dennis Weeks. And that seems to be one of the fiercest battles on track today in the last several laps. Branham, he's also been battling with Hernandez as well. He'll be trying to get past, see, there's Dennis Weeks, and there's Branham right there. He'll be trying to get past that 97 car. Now lap 172 of 200. goes by the 99 Chapel there because he's not on the lead lap. Stays to the high side to allow them through. Dennis Luke's starting to lose a little bit more ground to Hernandez there. Now almost a second. Patrick Hernandez doing everything he can to keep that championship lead intact. Currently your championship leader. Josh Bearden is back in 6th position. A good 2 seconds back from Hernandez here. That gap keeps going up and down. Now it's like at 2.3 seconds. Gabriel Cantu, he's more or less pacing himself, I would say. You know, sometimes he'll ease up a little bit, probably saving the tires, I would guess, and the gap starts getting too close, and he'll just power away again. Just doing a good job of managing that lead. Pushing when he has to push. There's Hernandez right there behind him there. Commanding performance by Gabriel Cantu here today. Dennis Weeks once again. Here's Weeks once again trying to mount another attack on Hernandez. I think Branham, he's starting to get a little bit more pressure there. Oh, Weeks. Did Weeks have a little bit of a bobble there? Oh, boy, he's in trouble. I think he might. I wonder if he got into the wall just a touch. Branham really caught up to him. He lost a bit of ground to Hernandez there. Now almost a second again. Branham really catching him in the turns there. If he could get around the 97 car, he might be gone on down the road here. You can kind of see him. You see Weeks kind of check up there a little bit, or trying to maintain control of that 97 car. It looks like Branham has a better drive off the corner, but he just doesn't have anywhere to go because the 97 is where he needs to be to finish that that line that he has coming off the corner. Now he's going to try to force the issue to get on the inside here. See if he can power out of the turn here. Oh yeah, he definitely got past Weeks there. He might be gone, folks. Weeks may not have the tires to keep up with the 74 car. He'll get back on the throttle there. He's 3/10 ahead already. Now 4/10. I think he's beating him off of the corners, because he'll close down possibly a little bit. Now he's 6/10 down. Yeah, he's getting in his rhythm now. 7/10. He's definitely leaving the 97 behind, trying to see if he can catch Hernandez just over a second ahead. We're at lap 182. Your leader's 3 seconds down the road from Hernandez. It's been all race long. It seemed like it's been a battle of who's going to finish second. And from the looks of it, we're not done. It's not a done deal yet for anybody. I think we're past the point of any stopping for any tires, unless somebody were to have a spin, self-spin or something, and that would bunch the field up. Probably enough. I don't know if anybody would. I think it's probably enough laps. It would have to happen right about now. Timing is everything. Sometimes you got to have just enough laps to make something like that happen. As these laps kick off, and the closer you get to the end, you still have to have a certain, even if you had the freshest tires out there and everybody else pitted, you still have to have X amount of laps to maneuver yourself around slower cars to get up to the front. Look at Branham. Wow, he is really caught up to Hernandez. Boy, he whittled down that second gap in no time. Now only 3/10. Branham, he may not have anything for the leader, but he may have something for Hernandez here. Lap 185. Boy, it's going to be about 14 laps to go now. 14 to go across the line here. Hernandez you don't see him as loose as Weeks was getting off the corner yet. So he's still got the tires under him. And all these guys all pitted on the same lap, so no one has any advantage there as far as having younger tires or anything. But Brian Branham not finding it quite as easy to get around Patrick Hernandez as he did Dennis Weeks. Weeks now 1.1 seconds behind Branham. As try as he might, he had started to close in on Hernandez a bit there. Now it's a little over half a second. He's trying to close it down. Now it's all about consistency and just not making mistakes. Any little bobble in a corner, and your competition is just going to eat you up there. Everybody's spaced out rather well there, so no one's in any danger of getting into anybody else. Everybody, whatever line they want to run, they got the whole track to do it. It's all about who can turn the best time now. Patrick Hernandez trying to hold on. That gap is just hovering around half a second. Now lap 189. Still getting a good drive off the corner. That gap is down to 3/10, and here comes Brian Branham is coming. Catching him and passing him is going to be two different things, though, perhaps, because I still don't see Hernandez like wavering or anything. Branham may be catching him, but I guess the question will be, can he get a nose down inside the 2 car? Here he goes. He's getting closer and closer. Here he drives off the corner. I think he's going to try to make a go for it this time. Here we go. Start lap 191, and yeah, he's going to get it, I think. There he goes. And he's able to make it stick. And Hernandez trying to, oh no! Is that going to bring out a caution? And it sure does. Wow. Hernandez, I know he didn't want to do that. He did get around. He got under him, but they did have a little contact. He was definitely trying to fight off that. I don't know. It's a thing where either he's got to lift or the other guy's got to know that he's coming through there, and the car is going to push up a little bit one way or the other. You might argue it's a racing deal. I don't know, but. If a guy's got a comeback on you, and if you do like he's going to over/under on you and stuff, it could go either way. I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? Give me a shout out your comments there. Let's take a look at that in replay here. We'll slow it down here. Okay, there he is right there, and there's Hernandez right behind him. Let's look at the let's go to a chase camera here. Let's find a chase camera. Where are all my chase cameras at? And he had definitely got turned around right there. Let's roll it back a little bit here. Okay, you know what? That was I don't think there was anywhere for Hernandez to really go. It might have been a thing where, he had the closing speed. Now there's Branham. He's right there on the line. Nothing wrong with that line. He's holding it down there, and he's losing speed. Hernandez is right there. Now Branham's starting to push up a little bit. He's trying to hold it down there, and, I think Hernandez just had a little bit better drive off the corner. And like I said before, it's either a question either Branham's going to have to give way a little bit, and he wasn't obligated. He's in the front, so I don't see where he'd be obligated to do that. And so you might argue that Hernandez should have lifted, but that's the end result right there. And no damage for the 74 car, but he did lose that position. And so now we are caution here, and this is lap 193. Lawrence Noel. He's the only car on pit road other than Kyle Hall. Okay, wow. But this is what I was saying earlier. Now, look, we're only going to have less than 5 laps to go on the restart. There's really no point in stopping for tires because you're not going to have enough time to really benefit from that. And it really cost all of them, because now we got Cole Grimes. He's in second position. Josh Bearden is in third. Branham is actually in fourth. Dennis Weeks showing fifth, and Hernandez is in sixth. So I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. Hernandez obviously kept going. He might have got passed by the other guys there. Let's look at that replay again, and we'll see. Okay, there he is right there, and there's Hernandez. He continued on, and that's that was Weeks in front of him, and there's Cole Grimes right behind Hernandez. That's interesting. Okay, so how they ended up in front of Hernandez, I don't know. There's the caution. Let's follow this around and see what happened here. And it looks like Hernandez is just, I don't know. Looks like those two are just going by him. And that's how they got around, including Josh Bearden. That's how they got around Hernandez there. And it's actually even showing, those guys are looked like somebody was faking out a pit stop there. Okay, so Hernandez, I didn't see that. Hernandez came in. I'm wondering is he going to pit? We were looking at that replay, and yeah, he did come in. Let's see, did he take any tires? Okay, he did indeed. He did come and take tires. Okay, we missed that. Let's go ahead and bring it back live here while we're still under caution. So this is interesting. So both Casey Marshall, Dennis Weeks, and Patrick Hernandez all pitted on one lap 192. I think we're getting ready to go green here. Let's see if the pace truck pulls in. There he goes.
Green.
So we got some folks at the back there with fresh tires. Can they do anything with Gabriel Cantu here? Oh, and Casey Marshall's going around. Oh man, she didn't. I don't think
that last run.
she don't hit anything. I don't believe.
Down at all?
Trying to really get it going, and it's such a small field now. She'll still be right there with them. She might have flat spotted the tires, but you know, we'll see what happens there. But now this is going to end up turning into a green-white checker here, which actually may benefit Cantu more than anything, because all he has to do is just get a good getaway, and which he's obviously been showing that he's capable of doing. Yeah, they're going around. I think they're going to catch up with the pace track. I'm not expecting anybody to come in to pit road here. Gabriel Cantu has Cole Grimes in second position. Josh Bearden is in third. And he's got Brian Branham between him and Patrick Hernandez. And Hernandez would love to get around the 4-car to stay as close to Bearden as possible to preserve that championship lead. Dennis Weeks back in 6th. Casey Marshall, she's still rolling there in 7th position. She's got a couple of lap cars in front of her. I'm thinking they'll go to the back, I would think, on the restart here. Somebody's getting a wave around there. I think that's Chappell. Yep, there he is. And so that is going to put Michael Chappell on the lead lap. And who knows? He might have nothing to lose. I mean, he's going to have to start at the end of the longest line anyway. He might run in there and throw some 4 fresh Goodyears on. Who knows? I don't think he has anything else to lose. Definitely went all that time, and it would be probably good if he has a faster pair. It looks like he got some hood damage there. Looks like he's going to stay out. He may not have a faster pair, so. And he also, like I said, he pitted. Last time he pitted was lap of 137. So his tires aren't super fresh. And he got that lap back. See, the lights are still on the pace car. So it'll be at least one more lap. I think the pit road is going to be closed. Let's see if Chappell comes in here. And I know he stayed out. So I'm thinking it's one to go, so they probably closed the pit road there. So there he is. There's Casey Marshall. I think she's moving in front of the lap cars there, right behind Dennis Weeks. So you got Weeks there in 6th position. You got Hernandez there in 5th. And Branham is between him and Josh Bearden. Guy trying to bring it home. It's Gabriel Cantu. If they go green this time. Nope, they're going to have one more lap of caution here. This will be a green-white checker finish here, folks. I think they do have 3 attempts at it, and so we'll see if they get it here on this try here. And for all the marbles here now, folks, getting right down to it, Cantu is showing that he can do on these restarts. So I'm sure he has all the confidence in the world to pull this thing off. I'm thinking the pace truck is going to pull in this time around, coming out of 4. There he goes.
Ready, green flag.
And we got the green flag. Here we go. Got a green flag. Should get the white next time around, unless there's a calamity somewhere. Cantu, just like every other time, he's gotten a great start. And Cole Grimes, he's probably under one of the real pressure. Can he hold Bearden back? And Hernandez. They come off of 4, and the white flag should come in the air. Yes, it is. White flag's in the air. Hernandez, both Bearden and Hernandez get by Cole Grimes. And they're not that far away from Cantu. Boy, they're just pulling all the stops out now. Hernandez would love to get around the 6 car. Cantu is, oh no, and he's going to get in the 6 and the 2 are going to get together and they collect Cantu. Oh no. Hernandez gets through. And he's going to continue on. And he is going to capture the checkered flag in the win here today. Boy, I tell you, I mean, they were really racing hard. To be totally honest with you, folks, I am super surprised that they even caught Cantu in the first place. I really am. I you know, as much as he had been having those great restarts, but Patrick Hernandez, boy, him and Bearden got right there, and we don't see her. Casey Marshall ended up 3rd position, and Cole Grimes managed to, he got overtaken, and he also ended up on the podium. And but there's your race winner there, Patrick Hernandez. So needs to say, this is gonna be interesting interviews here. Let's get the guys in the winner's circle here. We'll get let's see, let's find folks and get them there. Cole Grimes, he's already there. We'll take Hernandez. We're going to move him up there. Let's see. Put him up to the winner's circle there. And we got to find Casey. Where you at, Casey? Is she already up there? Yeah, she's up there now. Okay, folks, we're in the we're in the winner's circle here with your top 3: Patrick Hernandez, Cole Grimes, and Casey Marshall. Wow. Okay, Patrick. Boy, I tell you, man, I don't know. I mean, give us your thoughts on that victory, man.
Man, I don't know. We were all fighting for the lead, you know. I don't know what to say, you know. Obviously, you don't want to finish a race this way, you know. But man, I don't know what to say. It's like a deja vu of what happened at Kentucky, you know, but the other way around. Man, I don't know. I don't even have the mood to celebrate, you know. And as a matter of fact, I don't even know if I win this race, so I don't know, man.
10-4, man, and it's yeah, because I mean, you all were right there together. I mean, everybody was just racing hard, and I mean. Yeah. You know, it's just, it was so close, you know, and it's like say if like if you look at it, you know, like we look at it in the replay and stuff, you guys couldn't have been any closer. I mean, you know, he had been getting great restarts every single time, and you and Josh, man, you guys just closed up on him just like out of nowhere, you know, and I don't know. I'm just surprised that y'all got that close there in the first place. And
Yeah, man, it surprised me too. But again, it's not the way I want to finish the race now. But I don't know what to say, man. I really don't know what to say, man.
right. Well, I mean, I don't know if you're looking at it or not, but it looks like you and Josh were battling for that second spot, and I think he was trying to defend going into the turn there, and
Yeah,
but
in the middle of the straightaways, I told George, "Hey, I'm going low," and then entering turn three, I think we both thought the same thing, and then we collide,
yeah,
But I let him know my intention that I was going low, because again, it was not my intention to hit him,
right,
That's
exactly,
why
yeah,
I tell him in advance what I was gonna do, so we could get out of the turn, clean and incident free. But man, things happen.
yeah, they do. I mean, so I mean. That's up to you guys to discuss. I mean, a win is still a win. I mean, and like I said, and I know you wouldn't want to win that way and stuff, but we'll say congratulations anyway.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you.
And I think as far as a respect thing, everybody knows who was commanding that race today and stuff.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
that's a
Uh,
thing.
the 42 was in another zip code. Man, I tried everything to catch him, to try to close the gap, but he was on another dimension, man. He was on another planet, man. He was dominant from start to finish, and man, it's a shame that things finished this way.
10-4, man. But I'm got to say congratulations anyway. I mean,
Thank you, Tony.
it's not the first time we've seen people get together at the end, and things happen and stuff, and and you're the one that crossed the finish line first. So hey, congratulations on the win anyway, and then I know you're gonna get ready, going ready for round number 15.
Yeah, my home race in Texas.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm looking forward to the race, and let's see if I can have a good one there.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations. We'll let you go ahead on and celebrate. Anyone will get a shout out to?
Uh, Gonna give a shout out to Josh, to everybody that makes this league run every single Sunday, and uh, nah, man, that's all.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations.
Thank
We'll
you,
talk to you later on.
thank you.
Okay, now. Hey, Cole, you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, man, I tell you, boy, they were ganging up on you back there on those that green white checker, and like they say, it ain't over till it's over. And when the smoke cleared, and you were right there in second place, and so man, you held your ground. Congratulations on that second place finish.
Thank you. Yeah, that last lap, the lap before the last one, I kind of drove it in too hard in the last turn, and I wasn't really expecting to finish second, but I'm glad I'm here.
10-4, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, it's my family that's watching.
All right, man. Well, congratulations again, and then we'll see you next week for round 15.
Thank you.
Hey, Casey.
Hey.
Hey, yeah, like they say, it's never over till it's over, right?
Yeah, I feel bad for Dennis. I kind of got into the back of him. Going into turn one on that last lap. I felt like he checked up and blocked me a little bit and had nowhere to go. And then I got on the gas quicker than him and completely spun him. I feel so bad.
Yeah, I tell you, man, just I guess it's just one of those races, and but I mean, at the end of the day, everybody finished where they finished, so hey, what can you do? It's that's the way the chips fell today, and uh,
Yeah.
just go ahead and move on to round 15. But anybody you want to give a shout out to though?
Again, to my daughter who made this car what it is, and I'm just glad I had that extra set of tires and finally get into the winner's circle.
10-4, congratulations on that winner's circle and top three finish there, finish third, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week. All right, bye.
Okay, now see you. Okay, folks. Well, that is going to do it for us here tonight, and we're going to go ahead and pull up the finishing results here for you. And Patrick Hernandez comes away your winner. Cole Grimes second. Casey Marshall with their first top 5 finish there, finishing third. Brian Branham fourth. Josh Bearden fifth position. Gabriel Cantu comes across sixth. Michael Chappell seventh. Dennis Weeks eighth. Lawrence Noel ninth. Marty Roberts 10th. Patrick Hasty 11th. Josh Warner 12th. Kyle Hall 13th. Cody Strom 14th. And Aaron Tribble rounds out the field in 15th position. And as always, we thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. You've been watching the North American Fantasy ARCA Series, Season 1 round number 14. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you'll know each time we go live. And also, we have plenty more racing for you this week. Don't forget to join us this Thursday for the Midwest Winston Cup Series presented by Accelopath, and then next Saturday the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge right here on Rice Motorsports TV. For all of us here, we'd like to wish you a pleasant evening.